name's Don Hill. I'm 57 years old. I work here in Toccoa. I'm from Commerce. Father of 10 children. And my wife Carol and I have been married 33 years. I had gone for a walk and I was at the park at the Georgia-South Carolina line, and I had walked about less than a minute and I got feeling odd. I knew there was something wrong. So I decided to come back to Toccoa to go to the hospital, and by the time I got to the ER I was very dizzy. So I came into the ER. They took me in the back and started asking me questions, and honestly the next thing I remember, I was waking up after suffering a total cardiac arrest.
My name is Sherry Loggins. I'm the director of the emergency department here at Stevens County Hospital. Echo made contact with Mr. Hill, who had signed himself in with signs of a heart attack. We brought him back into our patient care room. Upon him getting on the stretcher, getting his shirt off, and starting to do an EKG, he became unconscious and unresponsive at that time. We started CPR, and Mr. Hill's heart was in a rhythm called ventricular fibrillation, and that's where the electrical conduction of the heart is no longer working as it should. We shocked him once, and we did not get a pulse back. We continued CPR.
I had no idea that it was as serious as it was.
We shocked him a second time, and on the third time we went to shock him, we were doing a pulse check and we had a pulse. We got him stabilized, got him more comfortable. He was unconscious still at this time. We called for a helicopter.
When I got here, I was in the best hands possible.
The other thing was that while we were doing CPR, his phone was in his pocket. His wife was messaging him, and it kept running through my mind, if this was my family, what would I do? And I could see her message saying, I'm at the hospital, you're not here, where are you? So we reached out on social media to his wife, trying to let her know where he was.
We came back and visited the care team here just to let them know that I had lived, and they kind of told me what went on. The entire ER basically responded and jumped in and did what they had to do. The care I received here saved my life.
I was at work in my office, and our operator called and said, Don Hill would like to see you. And I thought for a moment, and I was like, there's no way he can be out of the hospital. And so I walked out and saw him standing there with him and his wife. And one of the things he said to me was, just didn't want to go home before I stopped by to thank you guys. That means a lot. It means a lot. The fact that he came back and was able to thank us meant a lot. Because as I said, it's challenging in the emergency department because we hope and we say a prayer, hoping that people will have a good outcome. That's why we do this. That's why we go into nursing.
I couldn't be happier. I honestly couldn't. I came to exactly the right place at the right time.